Income tax officials are currently raiding 40 locations, primarily in Karur and Coimbatore districts, and these properties and searches are allegedly linked to State Electricity Minister Senthil Balaji. Senthil Balaji, of course, off the record says that none of his properties are raided. He did brief the media off the record saying that he has not been raided personally. However, sources from the Income Tax Department say that currently raids are underway at 40 locations, 22 in Karur district alone, which is the hometown of Senthil Balaji, the DMK minister. And they also add that these are places and people who are allegedly linked to Senthil Balaji. Remember, Senthil Balaji is a close confidant of Chief Minister M.K. Stalin. In fact, Senthil Balaji had recently filed defamation cases against YouTubers who had allegedly reported that Senthil Balaji is corrupt, and they allege that there are so many corruption cases that are pending against the DMK minister, and that's why the minister had recently filed defamation cases against YouTubers, including Savaka Shankar. And the raids are significant because it comes exactly a week after BJP State President Annamalai had met with Governor R.N. Ravi at the Raj Bhavan and submitted two memorandums. And one memorandum was the resignation or demanding the resignation of Minister Senthil Balaji. The reason cited by the BJP was that the minister who was then in the AIADMK in 2014 was allegedly involved in job scam, and the Supreme Court had recently observed that the Enforcement Directorate should start a fresh probe against Senthil Balaji, and till the time the probe is over, the Chief Minister should step aside so that the probe is done in a fair and transparent manner. This was a memorandum submitted by the BJP to Governor R.N. Ravi, and exactly a week later, IT officials are currently raiding locations and people who are closely associated with Senthil Balaji. What we know so far is that in Karur alone, out of 22 places, there were 9 places where the raids did not happen. The reason being, miscreants tried to attack and stop the vehicles of the Income Tax Department. For example, right outside Senthil Balaji's brother's residence in Karur, there were people and miscreants who tried attacking the car, and the window of the car was in fact broken. IT officials, there were 6 IT officials who tried to enter as early as 7 a.m. but they were stopped and they had to return. So right now, police protection is sought in the 9 places where raids have not been conducted, because the IT officials, fearing the situation there, left the place and have sought police protection to go and raid those places. So 9 out of 22 places in Karur are still not raided because IT department wants police protection after we saw some untoward incidents taking place where miscreants tried to stop the vehicles of the income tax officials, and they were not allowed to enter, and therefore 9 out of 22 places are still not raided, and it may begin as soon as they get police protection. But so far, no official statement from in fact, the IT department on the reason for these raids. However, DMK calls these politically motivated raids and say that they will not fear when the central government is using these agencies to target their ministers. That's the official statement coming in from the DMK, and IT department. We'll have to wait for the raids to get over to get more clarity and more details on what really panned out and the reason behind these searches.